Day 20, a 3 had to folk akwenya victory. Set up in for Abubakar Watara pre-match conference no was say almost echo victory no omubitin sa aka na umpire skills is be no so etimi abam e patema full highlight no wahwe na yemo mom share goals no before that no ene Ox FC had to folk man no so timi ball game e division 1 no na we enso enia ye fana se FA Cup na 90 minutes no so ye no na to folk abo 1-1 a chese no so 8 me ekọ so na 1-1 na chi no me pa chawo Ox FC4 no enso afrim e penalty shootout had to folk enso game no timi ba so e bra mo ni timi fene se Young Apostles e de boni Benjamin Asare e da go post no Michael Awuwa Mensa enso 8 me starte boy fene se e kunadu yadom enso starte Michael Ampadu starte Emmanuel Amankwa enso starte Rafael Amponsa Enoch Eswonten Mohammed Hussein Ahmed Yusuf Ramsey Hamza Isa any boy fene se Abdul Aziz Adam amana started my team fene se Accra Heart of Folk 42nd minute and I just say boy anything in here fene se Michael Awuwa Mensa so pin ball be na corner kick Hussein Mohammed and some 8 me boy and I just say no some 8 me ko ball play and din and so in here fene se Ralph Abdul Rahman ama bono so ko to net team kama 47th minute no Hamza Isa and so enya second goal and my team fene se to folk 65th minute afei David upon afrane and so ebewura mo abana to say Michael Awuwa Mensa and so etimi epra 69th minute no Maulu Wayo and so eba mo be yi Enoch Asubonti din free mo and afei set or say eba mo ebeyi boy fene se Ahmed Isif Ramsey edin free mo 86th minute no and Humphrey Teteba mo and so ebeyi boy fene se Hamza Isa the poster boy and so edin free one bibia so no etimi course to say for the first time this season no had to folk abedi kan e 36 points kotokotosumi no e 34 goal stars bibia ni tosumi ensa and so 34 and afei me pato e9 no and so a Heart of Lions 33 points nyambo tena mu nyina and so ebetimi apo share no so MTN FA Cup no Ox FC so etimi free enko highlight no and
this brother cross, oh my goodness, that's a big save. Oh my goodness. It's finally Hasselhoff breaks the deadlock. What a lovely mess up in Young Apostles' boss. And what a way the Phobbians have jumped into the lead. Celebration all over the stands.
I made mention earlier that balls being sent into the box would make Young Apostles defenders make mistakes. Exactly what happened. Hearts of Folk would have to be using the wings if they really want to score more goals in this game.
Well, just look at it, a bit of misunderstanding. The goalkeeper made the first save. The second one, at least after lots of interferences, finally it gets in. It looks to be Kunedu Yaldo finally came off him, but it's very difficult to credit the goal at the moment. Well, a bit of chit-chat among them to see how they can work their way back into this game after going down in the first 45 minutes. Such an embarrassing goal to concede. And once again, referee Marley Clue is the man who's going to establish authority on this fixture. But let's see this Masaudu. That's a very quality play, especially for Young Apostles. So there we go for the next 45 minutes here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And that's the Folk in possession at the moment. And it's driven back to Kunedu Yadam. Fails to get it right, but at least managed to find one of his colleagues. And you can see it as Ramsey gets into that battle. Senoke Subonti. Let's winning this one for the Phobians, who will have to push a bit of the bodies up front now in less than 1 minute. And they've gotten a free kick advantage.
It's been a physical battle between these two sides.
But just look at it, that's a clever hit away to turn it from that danger when it stopped. By Amperu, and the whistle came to his rescue. And a bit of disagreement all over the stands, especially from these young Apostles fans who are in the traveling minority this evening.
We know Young Apostles are a very physical side. They played very well too. They always put the ball on the turf and make it very difficult for any team that they play against.
Well, let's see. Yes, and across the bottom, lovely hit inside. Oh, that is it. It's in. Hasselhoff out by 2-0. Such a blunder. And came off. Hamza is a man who I've just been speaking about in terms of his goal scoring from this season, and he has just notched one for them.
I continue to say that the best way to break a low block defense is by using the wings, and that's exactly what they've done. When you play against a team so resolute, so compact, so very aggressive as Young Apostles, that's the way to go, and that's exactly what Accra Hearts of Oak are doing now. They're using the wings, creating chances, creating spaces for them to connect the crosses. Exactly what they did. And you always find defenders causing blunders, making mistakes in the box. That's exactly what Accra Hearts of Oak need to do, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Certainly, Phil feels that that's exactly what Hearts of Oak are doing at the moment. At least increasing their goal tally. And that's a very long way now for Young Apostles. That's a lovely run from Che. He's been cut out beautifully. Won by Kunadi Adam. But looks like Che still stays on the ground. As Hearts of Oak try to work their magic. And finally, the whistle is blown. Oh, that's a bit of trouble, isn't it? Less than 4 minutes, and the team that came out looking a bit purposeful have just gone behind once again in the second half department of the game.
Hearts of Oak have made changes to their back line, but we still don't see any errors from these new players that have stepped into play in place of the Kelvin Desibe, Amofa and the rest. They are playing very well.
Benjamin Asari hit it up front. And let's looking for his talisman. That's another movement. And it stays a bit. Yes, Hussein. And Young Apostles win the challenge. Picked up by their captain, Kwanzaa. Yes, Jay twisting and turning on the ball and has brought off the ball a bit. Looks to be an Okasabon team with a corporate on that occasion. That's a silly touch, isn't it? That's another lovely hit. So that's a clever idea from Rahman, who made his way into Hearts of Oak box, but unfortunately he fails to get it right.
Young Apostles look to have pushed more men forward in this second half of the game. This could change some few things for the team itself. And let's look how Accra Hearts of Oak would also play against a very attacking side. I believe they are using wing backs. They've pushed the wing backs forward to also see if they can create spaces and chances for the team.
Well, 50 minutes played, and the story is that Hearts of Oak are leading by 2-0. Here's Muftal, drifted back. Finds Rahman. really stringing passes in their own territory. It's now onto their skipper. All have to play with his favorite right foot. And that's a long hit. They really need to up their game if they really want to pick some point from
in midfield. It's become a bit difficult to create a clean cut chance in this game.
Well, all the way back to Masaudo. That's a very tricky pass, but he managed to get his leg to it. Here's David Apanfrani. Returns it back to Benjamin Asari. That's Kunedu Yadom. Kwanzaa nearly giving up possession on that occasion, but has it. Hamza brought up the ball. The young Apostles will have to run again, this time around through the midfield channel. Here's Wayo. It's got a pace. Wayo sending across. It's met. Oh my goodness. And he fails to make it. Clever hit into the penalty box. But again, it lost everybody. The fans up on their feet. That is an agonizing miss from the two House of Folk players.
I told you Wayo is coming in with something different, and that is pace. Exactly what he has been doing for the Accra Hearts of Oak team. He got to the wing, sent a low cross. Unfortunately, Hearts of Oak couldn't bury this ball.
Well, just look at it again. Quick movement. The Hamza arriving a third late. 83 minutes of play. And it's a big substitution for Young Apostles. Where they were saying is thick enough. And upon Sir Matthew thrown in. Well, but the fans are really enjoying themselves. No, take nothing away from them this evening. They've been on the winning side. Then let's see if Young Apostles can get anything back.
This House of Folk defense is very mean. Conceding just 10 goals throughout their play in this Premier League is something worth talking about. Together with Gold Stars, they have both conceded only 10 goals. That tells you that they have something rigid or solid at the back.
Claudiado nearly giving away that ball, but it's been watched by David Apanfrani. Brought forward. Here's Hamza. Still Hamza. Lifted. This. Aziz is saying, oh my goodness, how did he miss that? Mauliwayo. Big moment. And the Young Apostles once again survive. How many chances are they going to miss? Well, just look at it again. It was a lovely touch from Hamza Issa. Missed by Abdulaziz. And why you're really missing it. Here's it, another opportunity, but it's been blocked by Zoki Masawuru. And the captain really standing his ground. 85 minutes of play.
Accra Hearts of Oak seem to create a lot of chance in any of the games that they play, even the games that they lose or they've lost this season. They create so many chances. Their problem has been how to bury the ball into the back of the net. And this is what that I believe that has been their problem this season. They create so many chances. They play so well, but unfortunately, they don't bury those chances they create.
Well, should have taken a 5-goal lead in this encounter. Yes, a corner kick. And Kwanzaa Classic stays on the ground. That's really a very painful touch from Young Apostles skipper.
Joseph Kwanzaa has been a pillar at the back. He's been solid at the back. Not to talk of the goals that they've conceded, but he's played so well in this game. He's been fantastic.
Also, Humphrey is getting ready to come in. Another young star. Well, he's done his part. He's gotten his name on the score sheet. And it's time to take a late shower. It's been a very dominant performance here on match day 23 for the Phobians. Sorry, once again will make that save. Che wins the free kick. And a big haste at least to take off that one. The referee will calm things down. And that's that they have a bit of patience to at least to box the ball around. Well, let's turn away, not the best of touch, but they'll stay in the fold of Young Apostles as they look to drive forward. But again, facing a very stiff opposition. Yes, Matthew Poncha, the entrant, has got a few ideas. Calls for the ball again, but he's been found. This will be a long drive, but he's been blocked. And now survives it. So interestingly, has a fork. Well, what's a clever defensive play. Yes, Hussein. What a lovely run. And that's referee who plays on advantage.